So today we're going to be opening the SketchBox. Oh, for once they don't have the
What's it in there?
they don't have the SketchBox logo on here. Oh wait, here it is. SketchBox logo. SketchBox box for what month are we in? May? May. Yeah, May. So here you go, Lily. We're gonna open the box.
We go open the box. What's it in there?
I don't know. Let's see. So Lily's gonna hand me the stuff that's in here.
What's it in there?
Go ahead, open it. There we go.
Ooh, hey.
Okay, give me the stuff that's in there. Hand me one by one. Okay, first thing is a paintbrush.
Hey, what's that?
This is an artist. This is the featured artist, Nikolai
What's
Shaver.
this?
Which is funny, I remember he was in another box also. And here is a watercolor canvas board. I don't think I've ever used a watercolor canvas board. Can I see it? Thanks. Oh, and there's a whole bunch of little hand-poured watercolor half pans. Yes, we're gonna open them. Okay.
Yeah, this is yellow
Okay.
and dark green. See, this is dark green. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is pink, and here's a SketchBox sticker.
My favorite
And this
color.
is a brush pen,
My favorite color.
reddish brown by Ecoline. Okay, we're gonna have to read to find out what this stuff is. So there's half pans in here. What else is in there, Lily? We got blue, yellow, green so far.
Look.
Okay, so what's this?
That?
This is a Neo
Did you know
Pico
what's this?
pigment waterproof
I know.
line.
Can we color?
Oh, okay, so it's a liner.
Can we open these?
Wait, honey. Okay, and this is a warm gray. This is the watercolor marker. I still have the other ones from the other box. One size bullet nib, one size brush. Okay, the Frederick watercolor canvas board. I don't think I've ever used that before. But this Ecoline is a watercolor brush pen. Okay, so everything in here is watercolor except for this.
You don't say mousy.
This is a water-based pigment ink. All right, so, and we have this.
What was this stuff?
Honey, I got it.
I got it.
Thank you.
Open these.
I have a half pan, but it's by,
What's a half pan? We have a sticker for me.
oh, it's a sticker for you.
Thank you. Hey, what is it? Can I open that?
Where are you gonna put it?
I'm gonna put.
Hey Mousies, so I switched over to voiceover just so I can show you the art piece that I did and also go over the details and the products with you for it. So here I am. So here I am using the Daniel Smith watercolor half pans. I drew a scenic route on the watercolor canvas board and decided to do a wet on wet technique. So I wet the whole thing with a light wash of water. I sketched out obviously the whole scene that I wanted to do and utilizing the pan. Now these Daniel Smith watercolor half pans are extremely pigmented. I don't use watercolor often, and I could tell you it was really, really vibrant. The color was, it was a little shocking to me that it was vibrant. But see, here's the thing. I was using the watercolor canvas board. I've never used a watercolor canvas board before. I usually only use watercolor paper, but the board is very odd to me because when you put the watercolor down, it almost feels like it's gliding across the surface. And I think this is because on the note in the box, it says that it's a stretched canvas with a special coating that performs similar to a cold press or rough watercolor paper, yet it provides a distinctive look that can only be achieved on canvas. So I thought this was very odd, weird, exciting, but it is definitely not the same as using watercolor paper. It's almost like the watercolor paint glides on the top. So it doesn't really give you, like, it doesn't soak into it. It basically just lays on top of the canvas, and then when it dries exactly where it is. That's pretty much the only way I could describe it, because it doesn't get absorbed by the canvas board. It literally just sits on top of the canvas board. But again, I am not familiar with watercolor at all whatsoever. This is my first time dabbling in it a little bit and trying to get myself to like it a little bit more, because I notice it's very similar to oil painting in the sense that it's very forgiving. So I wanted to actually start doing a little bit more with watercolor. So here in this scene, I'm adding the details to the lighthouse, which was really hard because it's small, and when you add the water to a specific space and you don't want it into another space, you have to let it dry. Otherwise, it starts blending into each other like, yeah. So I basically just waited a lot of times. I would work on one section and then go back to it, and it would already be dry. I think that's also a benefit of the canvas board, that it dries a lot faster than paper because it's sitting on top of, not absorbed in. So it definitely is a lot better to work with, a lot easier to work with, and a lot easier to get the colors that you want where you want them. So, yeah, all in all, this box was great by SketchBox. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed adding the artistic piece to it because not all the time, I don't have enough time, basically, being a, you know, stay at home mom or two, which I was before this whole COVID stuff started. So it really wasn't a just dramatic change for me. Just now I can't go anywhere. Like, I can't go anywhere. I can't go to the store with the kids to get them out of the house. I just literally walk around my block a couple of times and with my husband, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, this is definitely something that I liked and I enjoyed this month. And I found it very relaxing. When I was doing this piece, I wasn't watching TV, I wasn't listening to music. I literally just sat at my desk in front of my window and just painted for an hour. It took me exactly an hour to make this piece from start to finish. So I was very happy with that also, because an hour is a really short time to complete a piece of art. So I think that's why a lot of people love watercolor, because it just, it saves a lot on the time, I have to say. Because now I don't have too much time to use, Copic markers. I do occasionally, but I usually do that when my daughters are busy. But the watercolor, I think I'm starting to fall in love with watercolor. I'm gonna say, I think I'm gonna end up falling in love with watercolor, which will be a really bad thing, but whatever. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or you have any questions, just pop them down below. I'm going to put the, is it SketchBox? We're in May. Last month was April. Yeah. I'll put the SketchBox video, April, below just in case you missed it last time. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Stay safe. Stay home. Bye.